Joe Biden with Xi Jinping, Joe Biden's boss, basically Joe Biden walking around with Xi Jinping hand up his backside, controlling Joe Biden. Joe Biden didn't even ask him, why are your jets, or he did ask him, are you going to stop flying your jets near our ships and stuff? And he says, look, I'll get my military to talk to your military. But the military, they're not talking. China's military is rejecting the U.S. military phone calls. But he says, I'll get them to talk to you. Don't worry about it. I'll talk to him. I'll talk to him. And Joe Biden, okay, G, okay. Thank you. That's all I wanted to hear. Thank you. Did Joe Biden even ask him about the balloon that came from the West Coast to the East Coast? He probably didn't bring it up because China still wants the remainings of the balloons returned to them. That's probably why he didn't bring it up. And be like, well, you surveyed our country. We had to shoot it down. Do you think that if we put a balloon over China and let it go from the west, from the west to the east in China, because you know if it comes from the United States of America on the west coast, it would go from their east to their west. Do you think they would say, "Oh, look, a balloon," or do you think China would shoot it down? Of course, they would shoot it down. Joe Biden put it up there because China Joe owns. He's owned by China.
China.
Well, let me share some of this with you. This is Joe Biden, where Xi Jinping showed up and he's talking. And he's like, he goes off script and he's talking about fentanyl. Now, let me remind everybody, the fentanyl that has invaded our country is being manufactured, okay, or put it this way, it's being produced in China. It's being manufactured in the Mexico, produced in China, manufactured in Mexico, and distributed in the United States of America. Joe Biden even says that it's the worst thing. It's the one thing that's killing everybody. But first, I mean, it's not guns. I mean, I thought it was guns, according to Joe Biden. Remember? But listen to this.
We're in a situation where we agreed that fentanyl and its precursors will be curbed substantially, and the pill presses. That's a big movement. They're doing that, and by the way, I guess I shouldn't identify where it occurred, but John.
Right, because where?
China.
He doesn't want to say. Xi Jinping's right there.
China.
He don't want. I can't say where it come from.
China.
I mean, it's like a no-brainer.
China.
I mean, can anyone else hear that?
China.
I mean, he didn't even realize what he was saying. He said, well, wait, I can't say where it originates from.
You know how people joke and they say, oh, did I say that out loud?
Yeah.
Like, he literally does that all the time. He says it out loud. Like, he's probably saying that in his head. He's like, oh,
he knows, but he doesn't want to say.
China.
I mean, it's so crazy.
I know two people near where I live. Their kids literally, as I said, strangers, they woke up dead. Some of that insert.
Hold on. I got to stop it again. I got to stop it again.
It's not funny.
It's not funny, but it's funny. How many people do you know ever woke up dead? I'm just asking the question
They
here.
woke up and they were dead.
They woke up dead. The Walking Dead, maybe? Maybe these are the same ones that were attacking the DNC last night.
I think he put two thoughts together. The parents woke up and unfortunately the child was
he said they
passed,
woke up dead. I
yeah.
mean, really? This dude, is he reading the teleprompter?
No. See, that's why he needs one, because he doesn't even know how to say things properly.
Even if it was the teleprompter there, he would still probably do the same thing.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's got his notes right there. You can clearly see, but he's not going by him.
Honestly, I'm looking in the comments. Have y'all ever known anyone to wake up dead? I mean, it's just
I wonder how many times.
Maybe they woke up dead to go vote. I don't know. Maybe that's the case. What do you think?
I don't know.
Their kids literally, as I said, strangers, they woke up dead. Some of that inserted in, whether the young man did or not, inserted in a drug he was taking, fentanyl. Again, I hope you don't have any experience with knowing anyone, but this is the largest killer, people in that age category. And,
it's the largest killer. So it's larger killer than guns, Joe? Did he literally say it was fentanyl was the larger killer? Did he actually say that? Maybe you know what?
Maybe he's referring to a different age group.
I'm pretty sure there's going to be a statement come out from the White House. No, that's not what he actually meant to say. Guns are the larger killer.
Well, they
not
say
fentanyl. We want fentanyl.
They say the number one for 18 and under is guns, but 18 to 22 is fentanyl, just so you know.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
But the number one killer in the country is abortion. That is the number one killer.
No doubt.
Hands down. So Joe Biden was asked a question by the press, and I'm just really kind of surprised that he took questions. Joe Biden took questions. Well, you know,
it was all set up.
Of course, he had this cue card. I'm supposed to call on, you know what, there's actually a whole bunch of videos out there where he's saying, I'm supposed to call on CNBC, I'm supposed to call on NBC. I was supposed to call on Bloomberg or CBS, but I can't remember the name of the person now. It's not on my card here. Why don't he just say, next, who has a question? Why can't he just do that? That's what President Trump did. But anyway, Joe Biden was asked a question about Xi Jinping being a dictator. Now, is Xi Jinping in the room somewhere? Maybe he wasn't in the room at this time, but he's here. This whole thing is about Xi Jinping. Someone asked Joe Biden about Xi Jinping being a dictator, and he says, yes, he's a dictator. Look at the expression. Look at the expression on Blinken's face. It says it all.
Mr. President, after today, would you still refer to President Xi as a dictator? This is a term that you used earlier this year.
Well, look, he is. I mean, he's a dictator.
Oh, right there. It's like, oh no, why are you gonna say that? Why are you gonna say that? Look at the expression on his face. You're like, oh, why did you go and say that? He's a dictator. Why did you say that? Now he's gonna have to do damage control on that. Why would Xi Jinping get upset because Joe Biden called him a dictator? Isn't he a dictator? Why would he get upset about that? I mean, that's the one thing Joe Biden said that's true. See, this proves right here, they don't want you to tell the truth, lie at all costs, and he get upset. Y'all see the expression on his face as soon as he said it.
Used earlier this year.
Well, look, he is. I mean, he's a dictator in the sense that he is a guy who runs a country that is a communist country that is based on a form of government totally different than ours.
And he couldn't even hide it. I mean, he's sitting on the front row. I mean, he couldn't have just been like, He should have just been like, don't say anything. No facial expressions. Just.
I love how there was literally a camera on him.
Yeah, you know, they were pointing the camera directly at him, getting every response coming out of Joe Biden's mouth. And he's supposed to be, you know, real diplomat, right? He's going to have to go in and do damage control. Look, he doesn't really believe you're a dictator, Shane.
Jawfish says clean up on aisle 3. That is so funny. It's not true.
Joe Biden, this is another classic case of Joe Biden putting foot in mouth. Insert here. That's what his mouth is for.
Over and over
Insert
again.
foot here, right? That's over and over again. It goes without fail. Every single time Joe Biden gets in front of a microphone, you know he's going to say something stupid. Not sometimes, not occasionally, not every now and then, but every single time. Without fail. That's why all the cameras look, that's why they're all watching to see, okay, what's he going to say that's so stupid again? And without fail, he delivers. I mean, if Joe Biden delivers anything, he delivers on stupidity. I mean, he delivers on that every single time he gets behind the podium. Well, here's another one with his stupidity, right? Listen to this one. Joe Biden, he's just the dumb idiot that keeps giving and giving and giving.
Who can hold the loudest?
Yeah, who can yell the loudest?
What kind of evidence that you have seen that Hamas has a command center under Al-Shifa Hospital?
No, I can't tell you. I won't tell you.
Do you feel absolutely confident based on what you know that that is the truth?
Yes.
And Mr. President, after today, would you still refer to President Xi as a dictator? This is a term that you used earlier this year.
Well, look, he is. I mean, he's a dictator in the sense that he is a guy who runs a country that is a communist country that's based on a form of government totally different than ours.
So here he is doubling down on it, saying that Xi Jinping is a dictator. Like, I didn't say anything wrong. He's a dictator. Right? What is Joe Biden? You remember they kept calling President Trump a dictator. They kept saying it over and over. But dictators, they would try to lock up their political rivals. I mean, I wish someone would have said, don't you think that you're kind of like leaning into the dictatorship as well? Don't you think you're doing that? Don't you? But see, for some reason, they don't ask that question.
Anyway,
and I'm actually surprised he stopped and took a question like that. I'm really surprised. Someone's probably in his ear. Okay, get out of there. Don't take any more questions, Joe. You got to go. You got to go now. You got to go. What do you think?
Yeah, I think they're like, we can't afford any more answers like that. Let's go.
Yeah. You've already done enough damage, Joe.
They were not pre-approved. Do not answer any unapproved questions.
It wasn't on the card, Joe.
Yep.
You can't take any questions that are not on the card, Joe. That's the important thing.
You're not capable, Joe.
Yeah, you're not capable, Joe. You need to back off from taking these questions. Can we, talking about questions, let's put some of the chats up on the screen. I haven't done this in a while, just, sitting here, just go concentrating on the chats. And thank you, everybody, for hitting the thumbs up and for sharing this video as well. Denise says, I agree with Will. You're the only one, Denise. No, I'm kidding. A lot of people agree. I mean, what Joe Biden is doing, he's basically has sold us out to China. Right? He's completely sold us out to China. Gavin Newsom, Joe Biden. Do we have the video where Joe Biden was talking about Gavin Newsom saying he's a great governor? Do we have that one?
I thought you were playing that one.
We have that one somewhere, right? I think I do.
I thought it was number one, but you changed it around.
We have the one where he's saying that Gavin Newsom is a great governor.
Yeah, and he could be president.
Oh, here it is. Let me play this for you. Then I'm gonna go back to the comments real quick. Because he's talking about Gavin Newsom being a great governor, but Gavin Newsom is basically selling out the country. If you're gonna sell a home, what do you do to it first? You clean it up, make it look presentable. So then you can sell it. That's the only reason why Gavin Newsom cleaned up San Francisco.
I want to talk about Governor Newsom. I want to thank him. He's been one hell of a governor, man. Matter of fact, he could be anything you want. He could have the job I'm looking for.
Oh, he can have the job he's looking for. He's still looking for the job, people. He's still looking for the job. What does that tell you? Obama.
You like the content Will Johnson is producing? To stay informed and up to date with the current events, go ahead and hit the thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos like this one. Also, to find Will Johnson, visit www.uaf.media.